Hey everyone, so I'm Mark and I'm one of the trumpet players for the Kaleidoscope Orchestra. My setup here is a relatively simple one. So first of all, I've got my two main screens because it makes life so much easier reading music on one and recording everything on the other. And then of course we've got the trusty Focusrite 2i2 interface. At the start of lockdown I was just using this, which is an SE Magneto. Eventually I splurged out a little bit for a medium range ribbon, which is a Cascade Fathead. And it's been getting the job done. Cannot complain one bit with this thing. So the first thing that happens is Steve and Rhiannon email us and say, next one's ready to go, here's the sheet music and the click. And the click normally comprises of some MIDI performance of Steve's fantastic arrangement. So it's like the Sibelius output, the MIDI output, and ends up sounding a little bit something like this. So we've just got a basic idea of how the track's gonna go. And of course it's very helpful with intonation and tuning, because one of the hardest things of doing these remote recordings is trying to make sure that everything is in tune. So now it's just gonna be a case of sitting through, just listening through top to bottom of the track whilst following along with the music that Steve sent along, and just marking my part up with anything that I need to take note of. The main things that normally with these things is rapid tempo changes that suddenly come out of nowhere, key changes, of course, and knowing all of that. Knowing whether you've got an important part like a solo part that rides above everybody else, or whether it's just accompaniment. So here's just going to be 15 minutes of sitting. Yes!
8 hours later.
Nice. A lot of nostalgic bangers all the way through that. Thoroughly looking forward to recording this. When you live with a wife and a dog, you have to take breaks every now and again. You want to say hi to the camera? You want to say hi to the nice people? Oh. Yes, hello. This is Dillon, and he doesn't like the sound of the trumpet. A perfectly timed dog bark from Dillon. Then enters the game of finding where Steve has put the lick into this arrangement. Steve is infamous for writing in the lick into every single one of our arrangements. Have you heard it? Have you managed to pick out where you've heard the lick in every single one of our arrangements?
Yeah, I think we've got to do a separate video showing every time we've used the lick in our arrangements.
What I do think might work is having That's better. Neighbours just walked past and gave me a funny look. I think we're done. So Rhi, you're about to do the trombone part.
Yes, I'm getting the headphone extender, because I have a slide, and I need to be miles away.
Let's try that again.
Yeah.
So now we've got the audio done, we now need to do the video for the shot basically. So we're going to be playing along to the track, so the audio that's recorded whilst I film the video doesn't matter at all. What I try to avoid in this shot is getting this window, because the second that we go into this window, then it's going to change the lighting and make my face really dark. And I don't want to go too far the other way, because then we get my boiler and the dog crate visible as well, which isn't exactly pleasing. I prefer this shot as opposed to this shot, so that I've not got an arm covering the instrument. You always want to try to avoid going absolutely in the centre, because you don't want the bell covering your face. There's more that I can do, so what I've got is I've got a ring light, which I just set up just out of shot, and rather than it being absolutely on my face, because again it'll glare off that and glare off my glasses, which is really annoying, I shine it right up into the ceiling, and it bounces off the white ceilings that I've got and fills the room with a little bit more natural light. So hopefully the next shot that I do will be exactly that. So now we've got a little bit more light bounced off the ceiling, giving a little bit more of a natural look. The other thing is so that Steve knows exactly how to sync everything up with what I'm doing here. So he needs to be able to sync this video up with the proper audio, and so he needs to be able to hear something. What I've been doing is I've been putting on headphones, so it looks like I'm absolutely listening to the clip whilst I record, but what I'm doing is I'm actually playing out of my computer speakers really, really loudly so that the video camera can pick up on the audio, and then hopefully that makes it a little bit easy for Steve or any video editor to piece it all together. So it'll sound a little bit something like this. And that'll do it. So I've now got an audio stem that I can send to Steve. I've now got a video that I can send to him. So yeah, that's basically the process of how we go through all of this. You gonna say bye to everyone? Show the nice people who's been making that loud noise. It's this one. So we'll turn the light off and we'll go and relax. So cheers guys, see you later.